Okily dokily, every pony. We are back for another slaughtering stream. We are going to go from around 11:30 to 2:30 or so, around 3 hours, or 8:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Jestli živete v Rossi.
It's not that bad. You just need to work a little bit more on your pronunciation. It's not that bad, honestly.
Good.
It could be worse.
Could be a lot worse, I'm sure.
If you've ever heard Lycan pronouncing some Russian or Belarusian titles or Ukrainian titles on stream, on stream, like the Ponysidon streams, he usually pronounces it interestingly.
Magic Pink Horse. Oh, hey, we're not dead. For sure. I think we took last week off. True.
Yet. We are not dead yet.
Not dead yet. One promise that I will make, that we will continue to do slaughtering streams through World War III. The music doesn't stop just because we're being burned in nuclear hellfire. Just saying. Right? That is a promise from me to you. But if my kid gets the sniffles, that's too much. I'm out. Anyway, so we are on. We're doing Bloodlast. Bloodlast released an album. We've been super, super impressed with everything that Bloodlast has done. So we've decided to do a full album review of Bloodlast's new album called The Devil. Or no, it's just Devil himself, not The Devil himself. So let us go to that screen. Alrighty, doodly doo. Bloodlast, Devil himself. This is going to be the first one, and there are 9 tracks. Okay, so, and I'm subscribed and ring the bell. You guys should too. Oh, it's a
Bandcamp
topic.
Friday is on Friday, this Friday, so you can buy it on Bandcamp and support them.
There you go. That is true. I might do that. I might actually do that, though. Because this stuff has always been very good. But let's just see exactly how good it is, eh? All right, Bloodlast, Devil himself. Let's get started. Make sure that it's not too loud. Nah, we're good. Okay, as an intro, I'm really impressed because, I mean, they took everything about Bloodlast that I love and they condensed it down into 48 seconds, and they really just put it all in there. The like the tonal harmony of the lower frequencies involving the bass guitar and the electric guitars really meld together well, despite the bass guitar doing, you know, really just going off, right? Just and all that. Really good stuff. The drums are really amazingly punchy, but not overwhelming. Like, they don't cause things to duck. They just stay in their lane while also being huge and powerful. And then that guitar tone is really good too. 40 seconds into it and already bassed, for sure. Like, it sounds awesome. Man, this is really good. As an intro, just a really, really solid intro to the album, for sure. Let's keep it going. I really like how they go from that 4 on the floor hammer beat, where the snare's on 1, dot dot dot, and then they step it down into like a half step. That's so good. It's really good stuff. That really just is conducive of the headbanging for sure. I like
I'm not
that
entirely
a lot.
sure if that's like a reference or just the inspiration they took from some of Chimera's songs. But like when I hear that like chord progression for the pre-chorus, I instantly want to sing along like, I've seen the devil and I've kissed the mouth of sin, bloodshot eyes and senses hiding, I am seeking to get in. Like, that's Year of the Snake, I think. That's what the song is called. It's like literally the same chord progression. And I feel like this is... I want to believe that this is a reference to that particular song. It might be just a coincidence or just the way they took inspiration from like American groove metal band.
Okay.
Because like they have covered one song from Chimera in the past, but they performed it live numerous times. It's a song called Salvation from 2005 album, self-titled. Yeah. So I think they really took some inspiration from it.
Okay.
If that was a reference, that was pretty cool. I like the way it is constructed and the way it's implemented into the composition and the structure. It works really, really well as a build up to something else, and then it just drops and repeats again, and just works great.
Yeah. It feels progressive despite having, obvious like sections. It feels like a progressive composition. It just feels like it's evolving, and that's the really good part about the composition itself. It's wonderful. I think it's really, really good. Minute 46, and I'm really just blown away. I really like these guys a lot. Let us keep it going.
Don't be afraid, because one day we shall be cybernetized, but that just should be utilized. Dehumanized, where will ancestors survive? Cybernetized, full of us on the crucified. Soul sacrifice will guide us to
Hey, that was kind of cool. We're going with the theme, cybernetized, robotic, that kind of shit. And it was a really neat implementation of it. It wasn't like your typical I am a robot type of bullshit. It had that. That was kind of cool. That was really cool, actually. I liked that a lot. Man, keep it going.
3, 2, 1. Soulless blades of ingenious machine will never flash from our bones. That's been you and the gods. We will confidently walk into the sublime world. Cybernetized, but that just should be utilized. Dehumanized, we will ancestors survive. Cybernetized, fall of us on the crucified. Soul sacrifice will guide us to a paradise.
That was an interesting little passage right there. And I love how it didn't really come into the forefront, but there was just this subtle growl from the bass guitar, the rattle in the background. That was really, really good. And I'm super impressed with the mixing on the drums. They shelved everything so well. The drums are super punchy, and they cut through the mix. You could definitely hear that they're there, but nothing is ducking underneath them. And also, the cymbals are occupying a perfect space in the upper frequencies as to not drown out the vocals or cause things to be really busy. Like, this is an extremely impressive mix. They whatever they did, it's working for sure. I mean, I'm really impressed. I'm giving it a like, even though I don't think I've heard a blast beat yet. I mean, I guess if you would consider that one hammer beat to be like a hammer blast, but the really slow, maybe. But I don't know. It is that good though, for sure.
I don't think they are much into blast beats in general, since groove metal does not have enough blast beats, like the same amount of blast beats as like deathcore or slam metal, you know.
Yeah. They don't. I think groove.
Yeah.
When I think of groove, because I think you're right. If they're shooting for like a groove metal sound, when I think of groove, I think of like Lamb of God, Pantera, and these type. Well, these are American bands, and I don't know if you've heard of them.
Nope, but I've heard of Devil Driver and Chimera.
Yeah, Devil Driver. I think Devil Driver does blast beats every once in a while, but I don't think that that's like a staple of Devil Driver. It's not like Whitechapel or Suicide Silence, where blast beats are, you know, in every other passage type of thing. So this is good. This is really, really good stuff. Let us keep it going. Oh, did I just pop back in just to play the fade out? Awesome.
This is the safe.
Oh no.
Not the ads. Then goes the song we've checked last stream, or the stream before that.
Dial K for the kill. I love the title already. Oh, I wanted to mention really quick for anybody that may be watching that's like into rap music. We covered a group called, I think it was called London's Grimiest or London's Slimiest or some shit like that.
London's Grimiest. London's Grimiest.
Grimiest. I'm subscribed to them, but they have started doing. Oh no, they unlisted it.
What? Did they post something new, or?
No, they started doing rap music reviews.
Oh.
It was a lot of fun. Do you have it in your
like browser history saved somewhere? No. No. I mean, like.
I don't think I cannot bring my browser history up on stream.
yeah.
They had to, maybe they made. No, they must have privated it. They had like. They did pretty good for their first stream. They had like 15 viewers, and it was a lot of fun. But London's Grimiest started doing music reviews. As you can see, 100% free music reviews and all that stuff. But I don't know if they're still doing it. They must have unlisted the video or privated it or something, because it's not on here.
If you find it in your like browser history or YouTube history, if it's not privated or just unlisted, you can probably link it in the chat later.
Okay.
Because I'm curious.
And they went for a long time, and it was these two guys, and it was kind of fun. It was interesting.
If our streams inspire someone else to start streaming and reviewing music, then we are probably doing something correct.
I thought it was super, super cool. Because
if they can cover like rap music and hip hop music and focus on something we usually are not very good at, like we usually cover like rock and metal music, and if there are reviewers that do the same thing but for stuff we are not entirely familiar with, well, that's great, honestly, because like we cannot cover the whole range of music genres, and since we're focusing mostly on extreme metal and all that type of stuff, we appreciate any other music reviewers who cover the other styles and genres we cannot cover on stream most of the time.
Because when we get into that like orchestral, like symphonic or like folk metal and stuff like that, I'm like totally out of my element. That's what you're here for. And then when we get into like rap and stuff like that, I like rap music, but it's just not something that particularly conforms to my taste. I can't sit there and listen to rap music all day long, because it doesn't seem to have enough variance for me. So, you know, my review is like, hey, this beat is cool. I wish that the beat didn't play on repeat for 3 entire minutes, more or less because I'm not really ever here for the lyrical content. Usually when people are I mean, sometimes the lyrical content's really cool and it's like, yes, this is good. But for the most part, I'm just here for the actual sound that's being produced itself. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask, am I rich? Can I go across the pond and buy stuff? Like, is this worth anything? Oh, you're not. I forgot I turned my camera off on your end. It's 20 euros.
Let me see on stream real quick. I'll just.
I have money that's actually worthless. These is 102 Venezuelan bolivares, and I know that these are fucking worthless. But we were talking about currency in the Discord.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, not too long ago, and so I had the
20 euros.
Yeah, 20 euros.
Well, euros are like much more worthy than American dollars, but like not that much, but like multiplied to 1.5, I'd say.
Really?
I think that's the exchange rate.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I think last I checked it was 1.3.
Wait. So I was wrong. $1 is okay. €1 is $1.11.
Oh, wow. Then,
so it's not that much, but it's still a little bit more than $1.
I have 10.55 euros Canadian and Cuban coins, also $11 US. Oh, nice. I've got 1 Canadian coin. It's 1 cent. That's the only Canadian money I have.
I got it wrong.
It looks very similar to the penny, and the only time I keep finding them, Canadian cent and the American penny get mixed up a lot, and you'll find them mixed in. But anyway, that was an aside for the currency and stuff like that. We are back to Devil himself. This is track number 2, Dial K for the kill. Let's do it. I love the way that harmonic sounds. That pinch, that whoop, that's really good stuff. It's restrained. Like a lot of, whenever you hear pinch harmonics, especially in like smaller channels and whatever, pinch harmonics have a tendency to be quite invasive. They'll tend to be like very loud or whatever, and this is it's perfectly restrained.
Standing out of the mix a little bit too much.
Right. But this is good. This fits in perfectly. I love it.
The devil himself.
credits. I like it. I like that. I like this kind of down-tempo, like, contrast to the last track. One thing that's really important whenever you're organizing the tracks for the album, because I don't know if this is like a concept album per se, where all of the tracks are like, you know, themed, but mostly
sure
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about it because like they've put a lot of older tracks for, like, released several years ago into this album and added new ones. So maybe it sums up like something. Maybe just all comes together as a comprehensive story. I doubt that.
Yeah.
Like maybe they have something to be built around, but like in general, I don't think they follow any narrative or any kind of story. It's just a little bit related to the whole theme of the album, maybe the album title or something like that.
I gotcha. Yeah, it's but yeah, what I was driving at was that whenever you're organizing the tracks together, one thing that's almost as important as, you know, obviously the mix and everything else is the order of the tracks that they go in. You can't really just throw all the tracks together. Having them in a specific order sometimes is more conducive to the to tying everything together, for everything being related to one another, and that's really important, which is why I can't remember who it was. I think it was the guy from Metallica, like Hetfield or something like that, was talking about how we put our songs in a very specific order, and it always kills him. He said whenever he sees playlists and they're out of order. And I find the same thing. Like, there are certain albums that I listen to in their entirety. They're not individual songs from it. For instance, System of a Down, Toxicity is one of those albums that I listen to from start to finish, and I don't let any interruptions happen. So Deer Dance comes before ATWA, like, or it's Prison Song and then Needles, or Toxicity, and I mean, it's goes in that order for me. And so whenever I hear it outside of that order, it always is jarring, and that's really important. But anyway, let's get back to it. It sounds like we're about to step down into something. Let's do it.
Toil day for the kill. My demons will be released. My twisted smile will be the last thing that you will see. Before becoming deceased.
I like that little that interlude right there. I was not sure what to call that. That do get that or do that or do that. It's almost like it's in triplets or something, but it's not in triplets. It's all in time. You get what I'm saying, though. Where it's just it's cool. It's cool as fuck.
The gun isn't fun enough. It will be really nice to fit you to rats.
I don't know if we've heard. Does Bloodlast usually do melodic passages like this? I don't think I've heard this from them before.
That's literally the track we checked last time, or like semi-last time, or whatever.
Is it really? Because it doesn't sound.
They
don't
do
remember.
have a lot of melodic elements. Honestly, it's
Okay.
like they are combining like the, like, let's say, semi-old school death metal with groove metal and a lot of melodic elements. So like it's for me personally, it's a very balanced mix between something brutal and something melodic.
Okay. Yeah. It's weird. That didn't stick out to me. I didn't remember the melodic parts. I just remember them being like hard as fuck and just like really speaking to me specifically. And but the melodic parts are.
The more you listen to music, the more details you notice with with each new listen. So
yeah,
that's kind of normal.
Yeah. All right, let's keep it going.
We'll feel this different kind of snuff. So everyone enjoys your last breath in this world of hatred.
That was really cool. Did you hear all the slides the bass was doing through that whole passage? That was fucking cool. I feel like we have listened to this before, but it feels so fresh and new, given I guess in the context of the album maybe. But that was really cool. I liked that a lot. Let's keep it going. Oh my god, yes. Dude. Bass. Yeah, that was super cool. The way that the bass guitar transitioned to the electric guitar, this is like a quasi solo. It's really, really cool. That's really neat. I like that a lot. And the way that the guitars kind of went kind of clean and just took a back seat it's really interesting. It's almost like maybe I think the volume was boosted a little bit on the bass guitar, but it seamlessly transitions. Like you don't notice that really because it pops out so much. It's a super good composition. Awesome. That tremolo passage was something else. That was cool. We like that. Tremolo is always welcome. It always makes everything, or not everything, but it always like really, really underlines passages for sure. That's cool shit.
Our demons will be released. My twisted smile will be the last thing that you will see. Before becoming deceased.
Super solid.
Hit the like button.
75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food.
I'll go back.
Already switched to the next song. Yeah.
So this one is called Ha Ur.
Lanzug.
Lanzug.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
Lanzug. The stress is on the second syllable.
Lanzug. All right.
Sort of.
What is this? Is this Belarusian or Russian?
Yeah, that's Belarusian.
Okay. I cannot tell the difference. You guys can't hear that tornado alarm going off right now, can you?
What?
Okay, just making sure.
Wait,
it's super
what?
loud for me. It's like, because the tornado alarm is just across the street for me. And every Wednesday at noon, it goes off, whether or not there's a storm. It's just a test that they do every week. And I totally forgot about it. It's usually over by now.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So yeah, the title is translated as the chain. So.
Okay. So this Llanzug is the chain.
Yep.
Okay. Coolio. Let's check it out. I love how the riffs are so new and interesting while also being kind of simple. They're not so crazy. It's not like, even in that bass part in the last song where it's like whatever, it was cool and it was new and it was interesting and it was also a little bit convoluted, but it wasn't super crazy. It wasn't whatever. And I like how accessible it sounds. It's not necessarily so fucking crazy. It's not like Rings of Saturn where it's like some weird alien shit going on or whatever. It's not Animals as Leaders where that's like really crazy shit, some Oxford level music playing or whatever the whatever the music school is. I can't remember the famous Juilliard. It's not Juilliard level music. Berkeley. Wait, is Juilliard even a real school? I've heard that from a movie, I think.
I'm not entirely sure. I know Berkeley is a thing. So.
Berkeley College of Music. I spelled it wrong, but you get Juilliard is it's a performing arts school too. Anyway. I do enjoy how accessible it sounds. It sounds like if I really, really enjoyed this song, I might be able to pick up a guitar and actually give it a shot. It wouldn't be so far out of my element that whatever. But I like that kind of stuff. You said whatever that character is, the Russian Enya, or the Belarusian Enya.
Actually. This would be the Belarusian Enya, because like this particular letter is unique to Belarusian language.
Oh, okay. The L with the cross.
No. It's the U with the diacritics.
Oh, okay. The dick rigs?
What? Diacritics.
Diacritics, okay.
Dick rigs?
I thought you said dick rigs, and I was like,
okay. I didn't. Maybe like I mispronounced that, but like maybe it's pronounced like diacritics or diacritics, or I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that in English. I know how it's spelled, but like
diacritics.
Diacritics. So okay, got it.
Yeah, you said it right. Diacritic. Yeah.
No, I said diacritics.
Oh. Diacritics. But yeah. I guess.
Because like there's still that thing when you don't know how to pronounce the letter I in English, because it depends on the context sometimes.
Right.
So it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep it going.
Мое горло сухое, обнимая ветра. На теле тяжесть Николи не давала поблажки. Думай бросится вон, и будет скошенный шлях. Солнце медленно не починается ранок. Кошмара ночного, лезь его протер. У зубы ногой, примал на снеданок. И господавская ласка, не раскуру разор.
That was cool as fuck. That was the fast pace, like the rapid fire delivery there is really neat and kind of rare. Like I don't hear that so much anymore. Now it is actually, I forget that it's interesting because it has such a death metal tone to it, but it's clearly just like groove metal, right? So because you'll find this a lot in groove. So it's interesting to hear groove compositions in a death metal tone. That's really cool to me. I like that a lot. Let's keep it going.
Мы склонился прямо, что моє полум'я згасло, і нема були злоби, від якої пари не пам'ятаю я вже. Мені об'єдки далі та сподоби. Домой старые, поломаные костки, мордовка в посте, собака без хвосты, облезлая скура, миллиона рубцов, все прольется кровь, храбрых волю бронзов. Молчи, тривай, и больше не хавай. Арматы рот открыл, тоді язик прикусиш. Я натягнул ланцуг, стоять на задніх мусиш. Ти в очі не ховай, твой сором я не віру. Молчи, далей тривай, я пензель, ти побіда.
Man, and then the instrumental sounds so like melodic, but it's not brutal. You know what I mean? It still retains the brutality, but it's also melodic. And the down tempo, yes, it's restrained, contained. It's so good. I'm super impressed with these dudes. They're very good. Just this composition is wonderful. Man. Damn. No. Okay. Man of Gold. Are we the very first view on this? On this YouTube, of course.
It says one view, so we're the second one, probably.
Okay. Auto-generated by YouTube. I want to know, is this provided by YouTube by CD Baby? Ad block win. I probably won't ever do it. I keep saying that I will, but then I just don't. Ads are just not.
You just forget, or you just don't care.
Right. I go back and forth between it's really annoying on stream to have to sit through ads sometimes, but outside of that, it doesn't matter to me. So I go back and forth between I don't care enough to set it up versus
being annoying on stream.
Right. Cringe. You're cringe, Gargod. Okay, but anyway, this is track number 4, I think. Yeah, Man of Gold. Let's check this one out. We've had 2 kind of softer tracks, and I wonder if we're gonna get back into the heavy stuff. Let's see. Yes. so cool the way they do their two steps. It's always seems to be sort of the hammer style where the snare is on 1 and 3. That's so interesting to me. I say always in the last 4 songs we listened to, but it sounds super cool that when you expect the snare to hit on 1, when they're going into the step down, it's instead a bass crash. It's just, it just hits so hard. And these riffs are a little bit less accessible than what we were talking about before, but that's okay to do that every once in a while. You got to show off. It's a really neat riff. I really like that a lot. It's it's just cool. It's just cool. I like it a lot. Let's keep it going.
No matter how, I'm always right. The hour lies at my death. I never felt the taste of defeat. And for hundreds of centuries, as man of gold in memories I live. As all the crosses burn, as we remodel of the arens of fate, no yelling eternal tears our mouths. As silent feast of scavengers, never forget my will to give. Don't dare to doubt your born to live, preserving quiet tranquility. Show me your rest.
That's so interesting. I like that on the riff where it's got that kind of a trill going on. That's so cool to me. That I don't know. It's interesting to hear that. I understand that that's probably like a common thing or whatever, and I'm fanboying out for almost no reason here. But it's so. I just think it's cool. That's a really interesting thing there. All right, let's keep it going.
Humility, I rode the millions of destinies. I hold the sacred sword of justice. The hour lies at my feet. I've never felt the taste of defeat. And for hundreds of centuries, as men of gold in memories I live.
Is this a blast beat? Gah, gah. Played at double speed. I'm sure this is a blast beat. But yeah, okay. Anyway, I really want to hear this lead here. Go ahead.
Quadruple speed.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Okay. They just don't do. They don't do like typical, not typical. They don't do like traditional breakdowns. They're not doing that or any of that bullshit. But they have these, yeah, exactly. They don't do that nonsense. They have passages that feel like a breakdown, that really just are conducive of moshing and headbanging and all that, like that part. That shit was fucking awesome. I loved that. That was so good.
It's like next level Morse code.
Yes, but it's like, but yeah, it's not that boring shit.
Tastefully done.
Right. The evolution of the breakdown is stuff like that, where
they took United States breakdown to the next level and made them better.
Right. That is true.
They made them actually good.
We were so impressed back in the day in like 2007 when it was, all breakdowns were and we're like, it was, oh man, this is so cool. It would just reduce. What I liked about it so much is that it reduced every single element of the song down to percussion. Everything was just strictly percussion, and I liked that a lot. But that was fucking 15 years ago. We need more than that now.
Time to move on.
Yes, exactly. It's time to evolve.
We don't need to return to monkey.
Right. Do not return to monkey to breakdown or whatever. All right. So we're on the 5th track. This is called Serpent's Kiss. Let's check it out. I don't think I've heard a rim click in a really long time, especially in a metal composition. So that's kind of new. That's kind of, or not new, but that's.
What about Burning Griffin songs?
Oh well, no, because he added that in as like a humanization. It wasn't like a specific part of the composition.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. But yeah, this is cool. I like that a lot. Oh my god, that hit so hard. That was so fucking cool. Because you expect it to do the same thing that it did last time, but it just totally dropped out. Man, oh, so good. This really does, though. You're not lying. This sounds like does sound like a Blackened Blue type of composition for sure, and that's good, because I don't think Blackened Blue's ever made anything that I was just like, yeah, this is all right, I guess. Well, wait, never. I take that back. There was one. There was literally one. I think it was a. Do we keep reminding them?
Do we keep reminding him of that particular song that we didn't like on stream? Every single time we talk about Blackened Blue, do we keep reminding him of that? Like, your music is flawless, but there is one song. And like every single time we mention Blackened Blue, say like, Blackened Blue does great stuff, but there was one particular song. And like every single time we will just be reminding him of that.
There's like. You know what the diamond in the rough means, right?
Nope. Can you explain?
a diamond in the rough is an English idiom, and that means that it's one good thing in a sea of bad things. So yeah, a diamond in the rough is, yeah, it's one good thing in amongst a lot of bad things.
Okay,
and
I guess.
So the opposite of that, I guess, would be Blackened blue song, or that Blackened blue song would be the opposite of the diamond in the rough. It would be the rough in a bunch of diamonds. Alrighty, let's keep her going. This song is great. Probably my favorite song, along with Cybernetized. Already listened to the album yesterday. Oh, I got you. Oh man. I like Cybernetized. I liked that last one as well. I think this one is the best one so far. This one is definitely really, really good stuff. I like down tempo slamming, that kind of stuff. So this really speaks to my tastes specifically. So one button doesn't make you a tailor, cook one meal doesn't make you a chef, but fuck one horse and you're a horse fucker for all of history. And, make one song, make one bad song, you're black and blue. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hang on, I've got to listen to that transition to triplets again, because it sounds like it's in triplets now. Nope, I didn't go back far enough. Let's try it again. I did not go back far enough again. Let's try it again. 5 more seconds. That bass guitar is going the fuck off, for one. And second, triplets always go so fucking hard. Like, I don't think there's ever been a time that anybody's ever implemented triplets into a song and it didn't automatically become way more brutal and hardcore. It just, I love that shit. And that's also, this is the first time I've heard them doing this in this album in particular, but that's also a staple. That's something that groove metal does a lot. From Walk by Pantera to what's it called? Oh my God! It's the song by Lamb of God that every single Guitar Center kid plays. Lay This to Rest or Laid to Rest or something like that by Lamb of God. That whole song was in triplets and it went hard as fuck. Really good stuff. I like that a lot. Triplets are good shit. Keep going. Delicious. Super
75
delicious.
vitamins.
I like that a lot. Alrighty. Good stuff. Tasty? They're asking the question. Is this tasty? Check this riff, it's fucking tasty! I'm the devil, I love metal! I wonder if that's a reference now that I'm thinking of it. If that's a reference to the greatest song ever written, a tribute. Oh my God, okay. You didn't... Okay, I'm going to have to link you to it later. It's a Tenacious D song called tribute. And
Oh no,
it's
not
the
that
greatest
clown.
song ever
I
written.
hate this stuff. I hate this stuff.
To the greatest
I
song
hate-
ever written. And
I hate
it's
this
kind of like a
stuff.
Devil Went Down to Georgia type of thing, but it's really, really funny, kind of raunchy, and whatever, and it's really fucking funny.
I hate that
where
clown.
the devil versus two dudes battle the devil in a battle of metal, and it's really interesting. But anyway, it's funny as fuck. So let's keep it going. Tasty ? It doesn't. I was not hearing anything. Okay. I had it. Okay, my bad. Let's keep it going. Perfect timing. The ad before this song was about green juice, and then the song Tasty starts. True. Everything I hear so far is great. It's going to add to the wish list and wait until it's... Where? It wasn't. Let us... hang on. Bloodlast Bandcamp. Bloodlast Music Bandcamp. The devil himself. I get paid Friday, so that is going to go on the wish list, and I'm probably going to buy that shit. Name your price? These guys are... Wow. Okay. I'll toss some cash their way. Anyway, let's keep it going.
No one knows when, I don't know where. Around, no one knows what. Alright, why should we care? Screw it, that's what we thought. But snake, this is so really good. God, shells, it's all things.
I love this driving riff and this driving bass. It's so very push forward, just so good. It's so good. I like that a lot. It really does feel like, aggressive advancement. It's so good. It's really good. The whole thing coming together right here is fucking wonderful. Let's do it.
Don't want to stay now. I'm not dangerous. Going to work, so I will become an employee of the demons. Bad snake. Taste the soul. It's good. Surrounds. This is fine. Treasures. Let's try this imperial life form. Red is carried disease. Imitate out an entire swarm. Are we going to die this time?
This has super Lamb of God vibes for sure. And this is that oh man, God, this is like I can't even describe it. It's so fucking good. It's like, it's not your traditional breakdown, but it's an evolution of that. It's so much better than that, but it still feels like it's being broke down. It's so good. I want to hear that again. I also like that. Yeah. Is it tasty? I mean, I would say that it's very tasty. It's delicious.
Let's take a last look at this wild. We sit on blaze and grow the shapes. Because the healthcare system is so reloaded. Thousand die every day.
I love this drum beat. It feels like a swing. I mean, it feels like
Shuffle.
it is swung. Shuffle rhythm. I don't think I've ever heard that before, but I like it.
No, I mean like there's swing and there's shuffle. Swing is mostly used like in jazz music, like blues, jazz, swing, and shuffle is like a swing. Like there's practically no difference and no telling in like practically no difference between shuffle rhythm and swing rhythm. It's like the shuffle. Well, in my opinion, or how I was taught in like music college, the difference between shuffle and swing. So in swing, you have like that 8th note with a dot and a 16th note. So like that's the pattern you play it, and it goes like da 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 da. And in swing music, you have a quarter note and an 8th note under a triplet. And it goes like dun, 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 dun. It's practically the same thing.
Right.
So it's like it gives the same impression or the similar feel. But like the shuffle is more common in rock and roll music, and rock music like especially like over the past century, you know, like Whitesnake or like practically anything, you know. So it's less of a jazz thing, it's more of a rock and roll thing, as far as I know. But like it drives it. It just drives it. You can like you can break these notes into triplets, so it goes like and but like you just omit the second note and it goes like da 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 da. So they do have triplets in here. So it's like swing, shuffle, something. I'm just being like a smartass and like speaking random music like terms and you know.
Right, I get what you're saying. Cool.
Death and roll. Well, it's not exactly death and roll. Death and roll sounds even more rock and rollish at this point, because like bands like Hell Train, Shaitan, probably some other bands. I forgot what 5 Star Grave. Was that also death and roll? I'm not sure.
I thought like
death and roll is a little bit different. It's more. It has more of that rock and roll spirit and rock and roll delivery, if you would say so. Oh, Seth Neffer also. But like Seth Neffer is doom and roll, but like whatever. While here it's more of just artistic instrument, like compositional technique, if you can say so. It's less of the rock and roll spirit, but it's more of a technique used to underline the delivery of the track. Pardon my wording. Sorry.
No, I get what you're saying. I understand. It's kind of like the difference between playing it's kind of like the difference between playing quarter notes at like 90 beats per minute versus playing 8th notes at 45 beats per minute. It's not going to sound too terribly different, but it is fundamentally different. You know what I mean?
Sort of.
Okay. All right. If I'm off, let me know. All right. Let us keep it going. I love that soft, that soft, harmonized lead, and then the build up. It's just, that was very good. Really good stuff.
Disney Plus.
Really good riffage, just really good all the way around. I can't think of any. I just don't know if there's anything to not like. I mean, usually there's something that's like, this isn't so perfect, but this is really, really good. Nisektuan Kubako Gerblnkent. All right.
You tried it. So it's in Russian. It says bleeding white whale.
Bleeding white whale. This is gonna be a Moby Dick song. That'd be coolest. Wait. I can't remember. I didn't like that one. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. What the heck?
Wait.
Oh, no, I guess it doesn't record likes.
For some reason, maybe because it's on the same page. If you just press F5, it probably will register it.
Let's find out. Oh, there it's kept it that time. Oh, no, it's okay. All right. Well, all right. So the White Whale, Holy Grail. That's a song. I can't remember what it is though. What the name of it is. But anyway, let's do it. Oh, I want to be able to hear it. There we go. Is that a motherfucking Mastodon reference? I actually don't know. Mastodon. Wait, Mastodon.
That's a band I haven't heard in a long while, honestly.
Yeah, it's called Blood and Thunder. They have the. That's awesome. They have the. What's it called? The fucking. Some guy drew a not My Little Pony. Oh my god! It's a Microsoft Paint comic. For the song, the lyrics, and yes, it is a Mastodon reference. White Whale, Holy Grail. The song is called Blood and Thunder. Really fucking good.
I remember that one.
White Whale. Anyway, so let's keep it going.
Заточен его гарпун, золото блеск в его глазах, разум затмил ему. Все, что нашивые, слабые, половиков забивай, готовый бросить гарпун, но ночь время убедет. Истекший кровью белый кит летит и некуда бежать.
This one feels different than the rest. Does this feel the same as the rest? Or is it just me? Maybe it's just the language. I have no idea.
It is a little bit different with the pace, with the delivery, and with it sounds more dramatic and more story driven than the rest.
The vocals sound
perhaps of the language, just like
that's Russian.
What I mean, like when a song is in language I know better than English, then it just feels different for me in general, and I cannot do anything about it. Just like if I hear a language that sounds like instantly familiar, that I don't need to like tense my ears to try to understand what the lyrics are saying, like it just hits different.
This feels so
like musically.
Yeah, musically, the guitars feel a little bit castrated. They don't sound as heavy. It seems like they've taken on a different tone. And I mean, the bass guitar is still there, and it still sounds the same. The drums are still doing their thing, but the vocals sound very, very loud. They're not. They're kind of overpowering. It seems. It's just different. This one's a little bit different. Not really conforming to my taste as much as the rest of them. But let's keep it going and see if it changes. Maybe it's just this particular passage we're making an artistic choice. So let's do it.
Этого зверя не убить, не остановить, не сдержать. Не сдержать.
It's still very good. It's like it just feels like a nitpick actually. Like I don't even know if I want to. I'll probably just like take it back because it still sounds so very good.
Разбит корабль, в сердце страх, синяя пустота.
I do really like that tremolo guitar that's underlining everything back there. That's so good. Oh man.
Кто по течению выбрал плыть, утонет в своих грехах. Кто в итоге вернулся домой, не сможет рассудок унять. И закрывая глаза, он снова видит Истекший кровью белый кит.
I love Russian, Belarusian, Ukrainian, and Kazakhstan, I guess, because they sound quite aggressive and it fits really well into metal. The same thing with like German. German also works pretty well with metal. English obviously is like a standard. I'm pretty sure that like because Swedish and like Finnish and stuff like that, and Spanish also. These languages seem to be more romantic. I don't think I've ever heard like metal in French. I'm sure it exists, but I don't think I've ever heard it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I ever have.
Okay.
But these
I
romantic...
will show you some examples like after the stream.
Okay. These these languages sound kind of romantic. Italian, Spanish, French, and those languages, so they don't really come off as too aggressive. You have to work really hard for these languages to sound aggressive, in my opinion, as an American, I guess. So let's keep this one going. It does sound good. It sounds like we're more restrained. It sounds like we're more emotional rather than just like straight up angry. But it does retain the aggressiveness. Probably due to being in Russian on this one. It just sounds like an aggressive language, sort of like German does. Good stuff. Let's keep it going. We're about halfway through.
Летит и некуда бежать. Этого зверя не убить, не остановить, не сдержать.
I also love these sort of quasi-harmonized backing vocals through that chorus. Sounds super good. It's subtle, but it's there for sure. That's an interesting sound for the guitar, if that's even a guitar. It is definitely a stringed instrument like a guitar, but it's way, way different, and it's really neat. It's almost kind of like a mix between an acoustic and a sitar. Pretty cool. Oh, no. It sounds...
That's just the acoustic guitar.
Yeah, it sounds like an acoustic guitar. It for some reason, it hit my ear different. But it kind of almost sounds a little bit Spanish, like a Spanish guitar. Whatever that band is that we listen to that's got the cheetah on the... Or like the guy in the cheetah suit on the Mexican metal thing. Sounds a lot...
Wait. Maraneros? Wait.
Not Marinietos. Like that's a really cool band though. I love them. Marinietos or whatever the fuck it's called.
Wait. That was the grind band, right?
Right. That was a grind band. The guys that look like cowboys. They look like cowboys, but they're playing like, grind metal.
I forgot the name. Del Desierto. Yes, that one.
Yes, exactly. That was so good. I liked that. Yes, Del Desierto. Yeah, it sounds like that. It's the Enya guitar, for sure. Yes. That was like the coolest thing I have ever heard in my whole life. That was so fucking awesome. The transition from like this sort of Spanish influenced acoustic guitar with the bass guitar, like the very signature Bloodlast bass guitar going on, the punchy drums and the build up that went into it, and even like the vocals coming in for the drop. It's just it's perfect. It's such a good build up and drop right there for the final chorus here. It's fucking wonderful. That was awesome. Like, I'm here. Wait, I'm gonna go back just a little bit. I want to hear it again. No. Yes, we have the shakers. It sounds so folksy.
They have the rain stick as well. Do you hear that?
What did you say?
They have the rain stick.
Oh, yeah. Is that a rain stick? It sounded like just a shaker. Well, I guess a rain stick is a shaker.
Well, no. I mean, like, they do have a shaker, but there's, like, the rain stick in the background. Because, like, the rain stick, it produces the sound of the, well, rain, you know? It's a stick with some stuff inside, and when you, like...
Turn it over.
Like, lift it, yeah. When you turn it over, it goes, like... for a while. So...
Okay. I'm going to bring it back again, and I'm going to listen for that. Right there. I heard that. Yeah, that was fucking cool.
Истекший кровью белый кит. Летит и некуда бежать. Этого зверя не убить, не остановить, не сдержать. Истекший кровью белый кит. Саму стихию не убить, не остановить, не сдержать. Не сдержать.
What the hell happened at the end there? It was super cool. What did they do? It feels like the time signature changed.
I missed it.
Right here, when they transition.
Missed that part. I'm currently trying to find a song, so I'm not like fully listening to the stream right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds super cool. It was like in 4/4 here. I wonder if they just did a retard.
No, I mean that's still 4/4, just slower. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
thought.
like it's the syncopation, and like I wouldn't call that polyrhythms because like it's just like well, it's just syncopated. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it made it. It was just totally different out of the blue, kind of, and it was super cool.
Okay.
It was super cool. Okay, so that was whatever that is, the White Whale song, I guess. So let us. Oh, we got 2 tracks left. This song is called 8, which is track 8.
Number 8.
Which is cool.
Number 8. Number 8. 8, 8, 8. If you know what I mean.
I do not.
Have you ever played a game called The Neverhood?
No, I've never even heard of it.
No?
No.
Okay. That's
The
legendary.
Neverhood?
Yes, The Neverhood. That's a very old game.
Oh, okay. It's a PC claymation game. That's interesting.
It's a quest, like point and click type of quest.
Oh yeah. Oh man, kind of like
It
the.
had the amazing soundtrack, and like they recorded a bunch of sound effects for the plot. Like when you like, there are like different riddles in the game, and one of them is when you reach a certain point, you have to memorize a sound effect that is playing, and then you have to find it someplace else and match it to the ones you heard before. So they recorded like a bunch of sound effects that sounded like weird noises and put it on the radio or something like that. And among them was just a mix of all songs like slapped together, like, and then upon that there is a voice saying number 8. Number 8 with tons of reverb and delay.
Huh.
It was just so stupidly funny. Like a 1 minute long song that says just like something musically chaotic is happening in the background, and in the foreground there's just that voice of the narrator saying number 8. Number 8. Like
Okay.
so yeah. That's what I think when I see the number 8 every time.
All right. Let's see if it's that. Maybe it's a cover. Let's check it out.
I doubt that.
Parts of this is kind of, I think, why I like these guys so much, is because it's not so typically American. It doesn't sound, obviously it's not American, but it doesn't sound American. Like, they have their Belarusian flavor to it, but it's also not so divorced from what I usually listen to, because this has very Lamb of God vibes, but it's got that Belarusian flavor to it and makes it so far different. And I really, really like Lamb of God. Lamb of God is really, really, really good, and this is basically on that same level, but also different enough to make it better. Not better as in, you know, technically better or whatever. It's just, to me, Bell American. Yes. It's good. It's so super good right here. Especially, I love these down tempo passages that they do. Super slamming, but without being, you know, as it's not like a Slam Worldwide song that sounds exactly the same as the last one. It's good shit.
Don't suck in a bad dream.
That tonal harmony was super fucking cool. That in the upper notes where it was harmonized, but also then just came together in synchrony, like right then, was super cool. I just love how all of the really cool stuff that they do seems so subtle. You know, they're not like high on their own farts. You know, they don't have to go, I came up with this cool thing, and now this is going to be the entire and complete focus of the whole song. That's the coolest thing to me. This is why I appreciate their compositions so much, for sure.
You feel yourself with the poison to forget your doubt. The losing irretrace. Silence when you should speak, and speak when you should keep
I just, in all the trills that just, it takes kind of simple leads and just makes them pop. It just really sells it. And I'm just continually impressed by this album. This is most definitely save playlist. I'm definitely keeping this one. This is going in the workout, into the workout playlist for sure. Are they on Spotify and shit like that, or is it just?
Yeah, I mean, if they use that distributor, it's probably everywhere.
Okay, good. Because that's mostly when I listen to music when I work out. It's either YouTube, I got the best of the best, my YouTube playlist, or I have a randomized thing for Spotify. Pretty much exclusively those two things. Mostly YouTube though. But anyway.
Slipping flames, the stars in your rain.
God, that bass guitar steals the show. Oh my god. Most definitely.
More like they've let the bass player finally play something.
Yeah, I mean, well, that is true too. That the bass guitar often takes a back seat, and especially in American metal, the bass guitar almost always is strictly a background instrument, and every once in a while they'll do a lead, but when the bass guitar does a lead in American music, they make a big deal about it. Like, it'll just be drums and bass, or they will drop out vocals, guitars, and like most of the drums, it'll just be like cymbals just trying to keep time or something like that. And when the bass guitar gets a solo portion, it's usually like, okay, guys, we're letting the bass do some stuff now. Everybody have a listen.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. All right, I guess we're gonna let the bass do its thing. So everybody, let's just pay attention. Like it comes off as quite sarcastic to me. And these guys do it well, where they're just like, the bass guitar is a part of the band, and they do it really, really well. I like that a lot. Let's keep it going. Good.
You're gonna need a smaller cabinet because now you
No.
I don't need shit. I don't need shit.
No.
I don't need a smaller cabinet. I always need bigger cabinets. Bigger cabinets are always the point. Like, you want either a 4x10 or maybe an 8x12.
Is 6x10.
Yeah, 6x10 is good too.
Wait. Are we talking like guitar cabinets or bass cabinets? Because bass cabinets, the more the better. The refrigerator, like 6 of 8, or 6, maybe 8 of 10. That's probably too much. It's never too
You
much.
think so,
Okay,
really?
whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say an 8x10 sounds awesome. That would sound, that would be loud.
No, don't get me wrong. It's just huge. It sounds awesome, but it also depends. It depends on, like, the manufacturer, because like not all cabinets sound the same. Because like it's not about the size; it's about the sound, the dynamics make, and how it's all wired up, and what's the amplifier. Well, the amplifier does matter, but the cabinet does more job than the amplifier, honestly.
Right. Because I don't have like a whole lot of experience of playing bass guitar or just doing live sound in general. Every time we played bass, I always had a 115 and we mic'd it up, and that was basically it. Is the 115. I guess 1x15 maybe is the proper way to say it, but at any rate, we had a couple of guys that had 4x10s. And then there was one time we had it was a 6x8, and the 6x8 sounded fucking awesome. I think it was by Acoustic 6x10 bass cabinet. It was a neat looking refrigerator looking thing. Yeah. That's not it. Yeah, it's Ashdown. This is the Acoustic one. It looked just like this, but it was a 6x8. No, I said 6x10. I don't know why I wrote that. It was a 6x8. Yeah, it looked like this. That's not an acoustic, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been this. This was it. This was exactly the thing. So it was an 8x10.
Okay.
Not a 6x8. But anyway, this one sounded good as fuck. But I have never seen a bass guitar use a stack. like
several different cabinets.
Yeah, because like our guitarists often used like Marshall stack. It was like a 4x12 stacked on top of each other, and then because we have like half stack and then full stack.
There is a huge difference between the bass tone and the guitar tone. So to articulate and to formulate and to form a proper guitar tone, you sometimes need several different cabinets or several same cabinets with different mic positions or whatever to like blend different signals and get a more tasteful and fuller sound. While with the bass guitar, you want one certain, like one and only consistent tone getting out of one single good cabinet. So you don't usually blend signals from different cabinets to get like a different type of like ultra like sub bass. You don't need different cabinets like for that. Like what are you trying to sum up? Like low frequencies, it's gonna be all the same. But like I wouldn't say that different cabinets would result in interesting and more delicate and accurate results in mid-range, in high frequencies, because it's not what bass guitar is usually fond of. So I don't see a point of using stacks for bass guitar, honestly.
Okay, that makes sense. I just never thought about it before, of why that was the thing. But every time we listened, or it was every time we had somebody, like sometimes we would hire guitarists for like single shows and whatever, and they would always bring like two. I've never seen more than two cabinets, to be honest, but they would always bring like two cabinets. But then the bass players, it was always something smaller, like a 2x12, or that one was the biggest one, the 8x10, but a 2x12 or a 1x15. That was a pretty common thing.
Too much of a setup to like make the bass guitar audible, because it's all about the frequencies. Because the lower frequencies, the more space they occupy, and the louder they are with approximately similar what's it called, like power. When you like, if you get like a 15-watt bass amp, it will sound as loud as let's say 40 watts guitar, like combo amplifier. It will be as loud as that, so you don't need that much power to make the bass guitar audible.
Yeah, that I think my when I played live shows, anytime I played bass, I would always play with a 1x15 combo, and that 1x15 combo got me along really, really well. And so, yeah, I never used any pedals or anything like that. I always just used straight signal. But anyway, we are on the very last song. Message
in a bottle.
Message in a bottle. All right.
I'm pretty sure it's not a cover of that song.
No, probably not. Maybe
it is. I don't know.
All right, let's check it out. Message in a Bottle, Bloodlast. Here we go. We don't hear enough wah pedal anymore. Wah pedals kind of fell out of vogue, and now they're far and few between, and we just don't have enough wah pedal anymore. I think Zakk Wylde uses a lot of wah pedal, but I think he's really the only one, and I don't even know if he's really, really doing anything anymore. If you are familiar with Zakk Wylde. Really? Okay. Zakk Wylde is a fucking legend.
I know he has that like stupidly colored guitar, and that's about it.
It's Black Label Society's guitarist, and he is the way Black Label Society doesn't ring a bell.
Nope.
Really, I think you would like Black Label Society. They do some really good songs. They did a song called I want to say Berserkers.
Oh God!
I think we were talking about kitchen cabinets.
Kitchen cabinets for bass and for guitar.
Yeah.
Honestly, no. I don't store my instruments in the kitchen, so no.
Correct. But yeah, Zach Wild. Oh, and then I forgot. Zach Wild did make an appearance. He did the guitar work on Ozzy Osbourne's new albums. But Zach Wild is one of those guitarists. He was, in my opinion, a Dimebag Darrell clone, or maybe he was the origin. I can't remember who came first, but his solos are usually really, really crazy like that, and use a lot of effects, and usually have it sounds a lot like Dimebag Darrell stuff. You're not familiar with Dimebag Darrell either, are you? Dimebag Darrell was Pantera's guitarist, and he was also a legend. But he got shot, I want to say, like 2007, 2006 or something like that. But yeah. Anyway, we don't hear enough wah pedal, so that's all I wanted to say with that. Let's keep it going.
So I did it again. Washed on my voice and loneliness, suppressing my inner pain. So embrace the darkness. Can't stop myself drinking. Can't stop being typical me. Day in, day out, thinking of me being dead. Losing my hopes and dreams that turn to dust, and no one is here but me. You say I deserve this, cause I act like a stupid clown, but I never wanted to hurt anyone. And behind this glassy eyes, you'll never be able to see the real.
Now they have a lot of use of tremolo, it seems, and it's not like too much. They have a lot of it, but they use it really well. They don't like go overboard with it, and I think that's pretty cool. I like tremolo effect. Tremolo effect is probably one of my favorite pedal effects of the guitar, for sure.
Well, look behind Mystic's window. I stare into the desk and I'm here alone in the mirror. Can't bring so much disguise. Can't stop myself drinking. Can't stop being typical me. Day in, day out, thinking of me being dead. Losing my hopes and dreams that turn to dust, and no one is here but me. No one is here. No one is here. No one is here but me. I've been lost, cannot find a way out alone. In endless night, I'm walking in light. There's control, but it is only me to blame. See you soon on the other side.
That was a pretty good outro to the album. Just it's a nice little way to tie it all up, that down tempo, but also slamming and brutal, with a little bit of melodic elements. It brought all of the different things that they did in the rest of the album and put it all together in a short little 3-minute package. And I think that it was a good way to sign it off. It was good. Yes, 10 out of 10. I just don't think, other than my little nitpick on that one, which I don't even think I have a problem with it. It just sounded a little bit different. Maybe it was just because it was Russian. But yeah, I'm really impressed by the mixing, the mastering, the compositions, the delivery, it's super good. And the tones, the restrained, but also like liberal use of the pedal effects and whatever. It's super good. I'm most definitely going to be buying this album this Friday when I get paid. I guess not to try to get too political with it. I sincerely hope that from now until Friday, Bandcamp doesn't do that dumb shit that OnlyFans has done in banning Belarusian and Russian people from participating in the arts on their platform in solidarity with Ukraine. Like, I can't imagine feet pics and metal albums are going to fund the war effort for Putin, so I think that shit is super dumb. I don't like the implication that these people are supportive of shelling Kyiv because, you know, of where they are in the world with no ties to Putin. Like, I don't like this idea that we're going to demonize an entire people for what their government is doing. So hopefully Bloodlast's album will still be available on Friday when I get paid. If you plan to buy the album, I would suggest you do so as soon as possible, just in case Bandcamp decides to do that. I was pretty... I don't even participate on OnlyFans or whatever. I just thought it was kind of shitty that OnlyFans did that. That just started... If their connection or upload or whatever the fuck, their servers came from Russia or Belarus, and they got banned from OnlyFans.
I haven't heard of that, honestly. Haven't seen that on Twitter yet, at least.
It wasn't a big thing because people seemed to not disagree with it. The only things that really gain traction on Twitter are either like really huge giant events that you know are all over international news, or things that start discourse. And there didn't seem to be any real pushback or discourse about it. People seemed to largely agree with just blanket banning all Belarusian and Russian people from OnlyFans, which was really disappointing. Not that but like I said, I don't even participate on OnlyFans. I don't like pay any of those people or anything like that. It just seemed kind of shitty to do that. But that's just me, I guess. So that's all I really have to say about that one.
I feel like this album is a really great successor to their previous album that was released 11 years ago.
Yeah. Man, it's been 11 years since the last album. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, they've been releasing, like, singles and, like, EPs and stuff, but now it's, like, a full-length... Well, technically, they compiled a full-length album out of singles and stuff from the... Not the stuff from EP, but like, whatever. So, I just prefer to listen to, like, full-length albums because they are more... they feel more engaging and more like storytelling and more comprehensive to me. Because like singles are one thing, and I feel like whenever we check their singles on streams, like on previous streams, they hit different. They hit different now in context of the album. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, it really comes together.
I am glad they maintained that, like their unique sound from that time, from the previous album. It's just they have polished it a little bit and like have deepened their artistic discoveries and music style, or something like that.
I understand. Yeah,
it's not that much different, and at the same time, it's very different from their previous album. It still resembles that. You know, the mood of probably of the mood of the last song of the previous album, The Vault, with the like with the catchy riffs and the chorus and all that. It's probably also on YouTube. So like if you want to check out how they sounded like 11 years ago, you can probably find it.
You should pick probably your favorite one from it. Because we have 30 minutes of runtime left, so we could just make this a strictly Bloodlast stream.
I mean, like, we can do it like up to midnight, so like for 1 hour and 30, if you wish. if you have time. So like Google Bloodlast The Vault. That's the self-titled. I mean, the song is titled the same as the album. Okay, that's the album. Where's the song? Oh, yeah. Just checking on Bandcamp.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be loud, so let me turn you all down really quick. Actually, I'll just turn it. That sounds super, super familiar. Hang on. What is the name of that song?
Surfacing?
No. The song is called. Let me listen to like 10 seconds of this real quick. It's muted. Good. Just like a second. No, oh my god. So many goddamn ads.
Not a second. We'll get striked. No, don't do that.
Okay. Here, I'm going to mute the stream so only you can hear it. But here, listen. You don't think that sounds similar at all?
Nope. It is very much different because like the passage is different. The whole melodic passage, like the notes they used, it is already different. Like it's built around several chords. It is more detailed and is not based around like 0101 like at Slipknot. It is already better. It is already different.
Well, I'm not saying that it's like the exact same. It sounded very similar to me. But perhaps I just don't have a good enough knowledge.
It can be a common trope in metal music. It's there's nothing bad about it.
Oh yeah. I wasn't criticizing them for sure. Now, is Bloodlast 5 guys? I thought it was 2 guys.
So. No. I mean, like the lineup kept changing from time to time, as far as I remember. So, but no, it's a full band.
Okay, let's listen to the rest of this. Why is it not playing? One of the biggest differences I notice right out of the gate is that the vocals and the guitars are trying to occupy the same frequency range. So the vocals are getting drowned pretty good. And then the guitar tone back then was way more crunchy. It seemed, like you said, it wasn't as polished. So this is a really kind of much more raw sounding guitar. The bass guitar seems to be hidden much more in the last 46 seconds. I don't know if that changes. And then the drums are not as shelved like they were in the new one. The drums seemed to make things hide. They seem just loud rather than actually mixed in. They're just played loudly on top. So it still sounds good. But yeah, you're completely correct that it maintains the same flavor, the same TM Bloodlast sound, but it also is just it's not as good. Like it's so good. Gargud covering this album win. Oh yeah. All right. I do this. I do this. Okay, so I'm not critical of Bloodlast for doing this 11 years ago, I do this right now. Because it's drums, mixing drums totally escapes me. But what they've done here, most definitely, because I do the same thing, is that you take the drums and you play them very, very loud on top of the mix, and then you compress everything down to try to force the drums to mix in. And that's definitely what's going on here. and I do the exact same thing. And it's a great substitute for actually knowing what you're doing. And it can sound okay.
I will trust you on that one.
You don't? Really?
No, I mean, I will trust you on that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what's going on with these drums, and it sounds good. I think it sounds cool. It can sound really fucking aggressive, but if you try to translate that to literally any other genre of music, then it will completely fall apart. You cannot do this in like a jazz composition or a jazz mix rather, or your drums will just destroy everything. But in metal, it sounds cool. It sounds okay. But yeah, anyway, let's keep it going. He said Belarusian. I love it. That's silly.
I don't.
I know you don't. I know, that's my bad. But it's funny to me that the one letter just like screws all that up. Anyway. Okay, first of all, I'm checking out the rest of the discography while the song plays, but I dig the bondage furry bait here. This is good. But Cybernetized, I am almost 100% certain we've listened to this song before. And if I remember correctly, we were really, really critical of the mix. That it was like a cool song, but we were critical of the mix. And I wonder, it would be interesting to go back and check that one out again, or like I just want to go rewatch the review that we did. Because if I remember correctly, we were like, oh my god, this song is fucking great, if only the mix didn't suck ass. So that's
I mean, we weren't that harsh. I mean, perhaps I wasn't that harsh back then, at least. Rewatched that as well.
Yeah, I think this is the, like, as we said in I can't remember what stream, like how many streams ago, but when you said that you were good cop, or you were bad cop, I was good cop. I think that was a situation where I was like, this fucking sucks, and you were trying to reel me back in. It just like with I can't remember the Japanese one, the person that commented recently, where you were like, this is bad, and I was like, okay, wait, it's not so bad, you know. And so yeah, sometimes that's the way it goes. But yeah, that's cool. It's cool that we've watched this evolution. It's just neat. I just
family friendly version.
Yes, this is good. The family friendly version. I remember that one too. All right. The unslaughtering where everyone is nice and not overly critical. It happens whenever you're listening to an album that has this level of brilliance. It's really hard to be critical. I didn't think there was anything that was like really bad to say. I almost tried to, but like it just can't. It's so good. They're brilliant. At least I have somewhat of a criticism with this older stuff, with the drums especially. It's just the guitar tones are so much better polished now than they are then, for sure, especially in these leads, because the leads come off as kind of grating on the ear. It's very clearly just turned up to 11, just trying to be extra loud while maintaining that same crunchy tone, which in a lead you can't. I personally you can't really do. Like, it just seems. It makes it more difficult to engage with. But anyway. That's such a man,
very common trope.
Yeah,
to end a song like that, to end the album like that,
to end the album or intro, just outros and intros being overly saturated with guitar feedback is that was for sure a very common trope back in 2011 or just the 2010s.
Also, a small detail. Like, if you look at the front cover, like, do you notice something is different?
Oh, Bloodlust.
Yes, back then they were called that, and like they have changed the name because fucking tons of bands all over the world are called Bloodlust.
Yeah.
So they've changed the name. Even if you just open Bloodlust on like Last.fm, it will say like there are currently like 14 bands called Bloodlust or something like that. Hold on. I probably still have it in my library.
It's a nice, good, idiosyncratic sound or band name, so that they're able to you can Google them and they pop up.
There are only 7 on Last.fm for some reason, but whatever. So they've got a slightly unique name after all.
Yeah.
Like, after that little change with like one letter.
Yeah.
That's for better.
Stuff. It's funny.
Blood?
There's so much shit that pops up as Bloodlust.
Yes. So different.
So I'm glad that they changed it to Bloodlast so they could stand out a little bit better. That's really good. Wait, I want to check out. I want to look at their new album. Damn it, and see. Fucking Magic Pink Horse coming through. Just guess. Good guy. Okay. So that was.
That's a W. That's a W.
That is a big dub. That's the dub. I am most definitely buying that one this Friday for sure. Okay, so that was Bloodlast, Devil Himself, and plus the older song. Let us move on to, I guess, Regurgitation is shit, maybe, in Discord.
Yeah, let's do one by one, unless there are like several submissions from the same artist. I think Metajoker submitted like 2 songs from Ancestral Sin, so I think we can check one of them at least.
God damn, Metajoker submitted a lot.
Yeah.
I want to check out to Crusader, so we'll probably skip to Crusader. I haven't listened to that song yet. Okay, so we've got the Discord up.
Oh, right. Forgot about that one.
Yeah. Fistula demo. All right. No, it's Gastro. Oh my God, Junocolic. Okay. I like that. Shit. That's good. I wonder how Gorgrind bands pick the track names. All you do.
They open the medical encyclopedia. That's all.
There you go. Find the most esoteric metal or like medical.
Find the longest word in the medical encyclopedia.
That's it, right there. Nice. He's getting it.
It's a reverb. Honestly, I'm glad you brought it up, Mapper, because there's a project called Cytotoxin, and as far as I remember, Simon studied like cytology, like cellular something. And so those 3 songs he wrote, the lyrics were highly scientific medical terms or something like that, and it sounded like incredible. Like I gave those lyrics to a friend of mine who studies in like medical university or something like that, and he said like, I dig this shit. This guy knows what he's doing with the lyrics and such. Like, this is scientifically and medically correct. This is impressive. He was impressed. And cytotoxin is like technical something brutal death with an incredible spacey atmosphere and high speeds and all that stuff. So like and the lyrics impressed him. So yeah. And no, this is not the German cytotoxin. This is Swedish cytotoxin. Because German cytotoxin, they only sing about radiation, Chernobyl, and all that bullshit. They're also like technical and brutal death metal, but of different kind, you know.
There was I was looking at it because in that type of like sort of informational type of metal lyrics where you just, you know, basically describe reality and how metal it can be. There was a description that I remember, but I'm not going to be able to find it right off the top of my...
I know there was that meme song where someone read a whole article like about the jurisdiction and lawyers and whatever and something, but it was like a deathcore with like lyrics, like vocals sped up to fit a whole article in the lyrics in the song or something like that. That was a meme, but like I forgot the name of it. obviously. Well, it's been a while.
This right here, this shit is metal as fuck. As hard as it is, teach children not to squeal or cry if at all possible. That only increases the excitement of the attacking dog. Like this type of shit. If the very worst is happening, curl yourself over your child. Like, I don't know. This was an interesting idea for a metal song. It was, and I was like, damn. And so this has been in the back of my mind for a little bit. Been like, Anyway, so we're listening to Ancestral Sin, Release Peace from the Grind War channel. So this is going to be a short one, and it's going to be nonsensical, I wonder. Maybe. Sure. Let's try it out.
1 minute, okay.
Oh my god, play. What the hell? My play button's not working now. Now it is. There we go. Okay. This seems more like kind of hardcore punk rock rather than like grindy, but we're only 20 seconds into it.
I get like classic thrash metal vibes, honestly.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah. You know, when it comes to grindcore or just like this style of music in general, something that it always never like appeals to me is when you're delivering the vocals and they don't quite match up rhythmically. And it more or less is trying to fit a bunch of words within a bar, but you're not strictly adhering to the time. That kind of shit bothers me. I don't really like that, but maybe that is the point. So, you know, perhaps I'm out of my element there, but I hate that. That's me. Okay.
Honestly, I don't think the vocals fit the instrumental, because like those give completely different impressions. Mm-hmm. The instrumental sounds like you know, modern metal, like not the modern metal, but it fits the description of something modern sounding, like current millennia metal, you know, or something like that. While the vocals maintain that thrashy like delivery and impression. It's like Slayer song, you know. And the video is also like as if it was made for something fast-paced, hard, like punk hardcore, maybe just straight up like hardcore, or thrash metal, something really fast-paced, aggressive with tremolo picking and all that stuff, and it does not work together in my opinion, because like the video and the vocals are from one side, and the instrumental is of completely different breed of metal.
Yeah, it doesn't. And it's okay, I think, to have contrast. But I think I've said this many, many times before. One thing that you have to do whenever you're contrasting two things is to make sure they contrast in a way that harmonizes with each other. The problem that I have with compositions like these is that the contrast doesn't harmonize, it conflicts. That there's a difference between contrasting and conflicting. And I think that these sounds kind of conflict with one another. I'm also not a huge fan of shout vocals. I don't know what else to call it, maybe fray or something, but the ones where it's not really screaming, you're just kind of shouting, that kind of stuff doesn't really appeal to me very much. And also the vocal delivery didn't really appeal to me very much. The guitars used a lot of ringing notes. A song that became accidentally topical. Yes. Great. I like when a song is not topical at all. I don't know.
Wait. These vocals, they sound as if the dude has a constipation. I just, this is the type of sounds you make when you have a constipation, Yeah. When you just sit on, you're sitting on the toilet and like you're trying so hard, it doesn't come out, and you're screaming and like.
Right.
This is the impression I get from this type of vocals, honestly. Like every time I hear something like that, it's like the despair of a man sitting on a toilet for hours. Like,
oh,
maybe just me, but like. I cannot shake this off.
Okay, let's see here. I'm sorry. I was messaging Wyatt. He wants me to stream Fallout New Vegas so fucking bad. He's been begging me to do that for a while. So anyway, I wonder, I think this types of vocals can represent anger of the performer. Well, I mean, that's kind of the purpose of screaming in general.
If you have a constipation, you should be angry.
You should be pretty angry. I don't know. I like that. It's different, at least. It can be okay if it's in like a hardcore punk setting. I think that works fine. Yeah. So like when we listened to, what was the name of that band? Negro Terror, I think it was called. The Heart of Memphis or the Beat of Memphis. Yeah. That worked really well. The voice. We are the voice. The voice of Memphis. Like that worked really well. But that's kind of what we're driving at, is that it conflicts with the music in this particular instance. Why is it named The Restroom if I'm here fighting for my life? True.
Rest in piss.
Rest in piss. All right, so this is, I want to check out Russell Dickerson cover. Actually, let's delay on, I didn't realize it was a cover. So I want to go back to Crusader later. I want to listen to the original first. So let's jump over to Oats Part 2, actually. Because Oats was kind of legendary when it first dropped.
Yeah, it was.
And so I am super interested to hear
Oats
Part 2.
The chorus.
Oh no, that's not good foreshadowing. I do love this aesthetic. The watercolor horses, he's doing really, really good stuff. And it's funny because he's mostly a shit poster. So when shit posters put on their creative hats and start making stuff that's like actually good, not good. That's not what I'm trying to say. When they start making stuff that is sincere, when they have earnest music, it really, really hits different. It's so good. So let's check out Oats Part 2. Francis Vace full album listening when? I am not entirely sure. I like to space out full album streams. So we might give it a couple of weeks, and maybe we'll do that. I'm not entirely sure.
Set the table for two. I talk to myself 'cause there's no one else to talk to. And I'm spending my nights on the floor. And I even miss how you snore. And in a boat without oars.
Seems crowded. I kind of like I kind of like the way the vocals are not mixed in. I like the way the vocals are written and performed, but I feel like there's like one too many things going on. If this is the chorus, I'm not entirely sure yet, but it's interesting. But it seems saturated, like maybe just a little too crowded. And it's a little bit of a turnoff right here. Everything before that was really good, and then we transitioned to this passage, and it was kind of head turning a little. Not head turning like, well, I guess a little bit. It's interesting. So let's keep going.
I can't eat oats anymore. Miss you and the way that we were.
I heard horns, but they had a real back seat to it, so it wasn't like forefront type of shit like I think that Francis Vace usually does. And I think on the last time we listened to Francis Vace, we opted out of horns altogether, which was cool. And I like this. The way that we're doing horns this time, where it's kind of in the background and it adds a little bit to the mix. I think that's good. I like that.
I was a fucking bitch and oh so many other words.
I'm down for that. If we could get Francis Vace on stream and we listened to the whole album together, kind of like we did with Div and MX, that would be kind of fucking cool.
He did release a whole album. I think it was Brony Radio Germany. I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe it was just like in this Beats show when he released his whole album and he was like commenting before each song was played, and then like they were just listening to the whole song.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't remember how that happened, but that surely happened, and I was present during the live stream and all that.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
That would be cool.
If you can contact him and like ask around, and
we're moots on Twitter, so I should be able to
cool
to either get a sure I'll do it or a no fuck off. That would be either one would be okay.
It all depends on time zones.
Right.
Because it will be like very early in the morning for him.
Wait. Well, I don't know. I think he's in Adelaide, actually.
Nope, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
I think him... Wait, I forgot. I think he's in Sydney right now.
Is that a different time zone? I don't think it's a different time zone. I think Adelaide and Sydney are... Nope, we're off by 30 minutes. So, yeah, it's 7 a.m. for him.
Oh, so it's not that bad, honestly. I thought I thought it would be like 4 a.m. or something like that. Something crazy.
That would be 7 a.m. if we were to start right now. And it's like, what, 11 o'clock for you?
Yeah, it's 11.
Yeah, so we'd have to start. He would be getting up super early in the morning, and you would have to be staying up really late at night.
Yeah, that's the moment where I hate time zones.
True. We should abolish time zones. I think that it's okay if at noon it's pitch black in America, I think we should just go. Australia should be the world's clock. So, anyway, Oats Part 2. Let's keep it going.
Forgive is not to be forgiven. Fucking love you if you would just listen. And I've been spending my nights on the floor. And I even miss how you snore. In a boat without oars. And I can't eat oats anymore.
I love this. This is actually really good. It seems like the chorus seems a little crowded, and whatever. But I mean, I think it's okay. It's not as big a deal as I thought it was.
It's hazy. It feels hazy, like like shoegaze stuff. And it's a little bit blurred, and like not very prominent. Like you cannot quite make out all the individual instruments. You get the impression, like an impressionist, like a painting or a picture, just like this particular one, honestly.
Yeah, it seems like, I think that's kind of, I think when I say crowded, we're talking about the same thing, that it's not all individual. It seems just like a wall of sound. And perhaps that's an artistic choice, because I'm as far as I'm aware, Francis Vace is really good at separating out instruments and making them sound all, making them all intelligible individually. So perhaps it's an artistic choice here. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's okay for the most part, though. Let's keep it going.
Why did you eat my oats? Hard to say, and coarse, swollen throats.
What's going on?
Yes, I mean, like, he said he will add the line that says Oats Part 2 in the lyrics, and he actually did that. But not in the way everyone expected.
I missed it then. I was listening to the guitars.
Yeah, like 10 or 15 songs.
Seconds. I gotcha. Let me see.
Hard to say.
No, wait, right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Hard to say, and coarse, swollen throats.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Spending my nights on the floor. I even miss how you snore. I'm in a boat without oars. I can't eat oats anymore.
I liked that. I thought it was good. There's a couple of things that I'd probably do a little teensy bit different, but for the most part, it feels like a Francis Vace song, and it has all of the Francis Vace things that I like. So any subtle little nitpicks that I have, I am glad to overlook to enjoy this. I really, really like all the stuff that's going into it, from the album art to the way he does his vocals, where it's kind of wavy, like he's got vibrato in basically every single syllable. That's interesting to me, and I like that a lot. It's really cool stuff for sure. So we will definitely be checking out more of Francis Vace in the future. I will reach out to him on Twitter. As they say, that's Australian for Twitter, is Twitter. So anyway,
Okay.
what next? What next? You know
Random,
what?
I don't know.
We have a Whirlwind submission and a Weary Kieran submission. Weary Kieran submits sometimes, but Whirlwind did a submission, so let's check that one out, huh? That was the one where we couldn't figure out why the eProves wasn't working. I wonder if it's working now. Warning this
Doesn't work on my end.
Yep, not for me either. In addition to we have a section on this section no copyright music. Okay. Anyway, so it's down for me as well. All right, so this is Note of Terra, Grounded Visualizer.
No idea what to expect, honestly.
Me neither. Ernie Ball. That's weird.
What?
That's hashtag Ernie Ball.
They used the Ernie Ball strings somewhere in the description, and they decided to hashtag it.
Oh my god, they hashtagged all of their... Oh wait, Sumerian records? Is this... okay.
That sounds familiar, honestly.
Sumerian records is the same people that do... oh my god. After the Burial. I believe that's Sumerian records.
Okay.
Yes,
is that a label?
Sumerian Records is it's a label.
Okay.
And After the Burial is really fucking good. So let's see if they keep it going with that. Anyway, Note of Terra, Grounded Visualizer, go. Interesting, kind of like weird polyrhythmic type of thing going on. I don't understand. It was really difficult to keep track of. I almost can't keep up. So interesting start. Let's keep that one going.
The waves pull me apart, they crash around me. Silence talks, it's deafening. I turn from my fears. Pulls apart. You want to erase them all. Make a tell, wait to be a dog. Big boy, still can we come in a room? Never felt as scared. Trembles in my skin, but still already. But death is the same thing.
These particular vocals did not sound good to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything you just said.
These particular vocals did not sound good to me.
No, it didn't.
This verse. This particular verse. Like,
the clean vocals sounded okay. I think this riff is... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, everything sounded cool to me. Like, everything. Mixing, the composition, and everything else. It's generic, but, like, whatever. It's not of my taste. It's of good quality, though. But, like, these vocals, they just stand out as something that does not belong to this song. They are just nasty and not fitting here at all. They don't sound complete and fully developed. It's very amateur-ish, and it has a nasty timbre. Wait, how do I say that? This word.
Timbre?
Yeah, timbre. Very nasty timbre that I don't honestly like. No. No.
It's not what I was looking for.
No. The pronunciation of the word timbre.
Yeah, it's timber.
Timber.
It's
Timber
pronounced timbre, but it's spelled timber.
It's spelled timber, but it's not the timber. it's
timbre.
timbre.
The character or quality of a musical sound or voice is distinct from the.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a video about this about where some English dude pronounced timbre as timber. So that was really funny, and the whole video was based around that joke. Anyway, yeah, I don't like the tone of this voice, and it's irritating. Honestly.
This type
even thinking of it is irritating.
This type of like kind of offbeat or like where you've put a lot of effort into creating a very idiosyncratic rhythm, and all the guitars are just basically playing open notes like jun 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 good jun good jun is very 2007, and is exactly what we were talking about before, where it's time to evolve. This type of stuff has been around for a very long time, and it has worn out its welcome for me. So
stop fucking the corpse.
All right, keep it going. I also hate anime, so that might be biasing me.
I'm okay with that.
No. God, these vocals sound so very, yeah. Oh man, it sounds like
just
teenagers pretending.
It's unpleasant and irritating to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
They sound better in the mix when they are paired with the clean vocals, though. As a background vocals, they work better. Although I would record them as a double track surrounding the main vocals, the main clean vocals in the middle. But here, like during the choruses, they have the clean vocals and this type of extreme vocals at the same position in the center. So like but yeah, that's just nitpicking. So yeah, so this type of extreme vocals works as a background screaming for clean vocals, and it pairs better with clean vocals to cover no thanks. Thanks, no thanks. But like as a standalone thing, these extreme vocals don't do damn shit.
Yeah, they fall very short.
For me, it's like they are not bad. They just don't fit my tastes.
I think they're bad. I think they're straight up bad. It sounds like beginner, very amateur shit. Like
I mean, like I've heard worse, so that's why I think it's not that bad.
Okay.
Like I've heard worse. I've heard like really unpleasant screaming that sounded well, maybe not amateur-ish, but like professional. But the timbre was still like very irritating and nasty. In professional bands, in professional metal bands, like maybe not worldwide known, but still like not like famous bands, but still like very highly professional metal bands, and their vocals just did not sound good to me. They sounded good in general, but the timbre was just you know, stuff like that.
Yes.
Excuse me, I need.
All right. That's interesting stuff.
No, I'm not throwing up. No, I'm not throwing up, honestly. It's just that when I keep talking, that the shit from my chest keeps just like from the lungs. It just goes up in from my nose and from my mouth, so
Right.
I have to like spit it out from time to time.
I understand. All right. This was an interesting one. I think I like the guitar tone and the drums, and I like a lot of the things. I'm not a fan of the composition or the vocals. I think the clean vocals are okay.
Okay. Yes.
They're okay. And I like the guitar tone and the drums. I'm not a fan of the composition. It's not for me. But let's keep it going. We got almost 2 minutes to go. Okay, this seems to be taking cues from like sort of like electronic music, maybe dubstep a little bit, where we're doing more of like a drop type of thing, more just like noisy, which is pretty cool. This is neat. This particular passage is working out really well. I think this is cool. It's something that makes it a little bit different. It's not so 2007 anymore. This rhythm does not lend itself to build up at all. That build up, even the reversed cymbal, and then and the drop just did not come together very well. And I think it's because this rhythm isn't very driving. It's not one that produces forward motion. It just seems to be like a stationary flailing like that. I don't know how else to describe it really. But that build up just fell flat to me.
It does not push you to move forward. Instead, you're just standing in one place and keep stopping every now and then.
Right. Yeah. It's more of like a 2 steps forward, 2 steps back type of thing, and it's not moving. So. So yeah.
Another note. What's wrong with the spectrum analyzer?
I don't know. It's not. It's.
They've like there is a certain setting. Like it's probably it's either refresh rate or the decay on this spectrum analyzer that allows it to like fade slower, and they like probably turned it to 0, so it just instantly flops down, and so it just keeps jumping, and it is not as representative as it could be.
I'm gonna check out their newer. I will.
I mean, like that's okay. I'm just nitpicking because like I don't have much good things to say about this whole thing, so I'm saying bad things instead. Boo.
Clips are from Neon Genesis Evangelion or whatever the fuck. It's the whole entire video comes off to me like your middle schooler AMVs. That's kind of the level of like technical press that we're showing off here, because I think even the typeface we're using, there's just nothing. I don't know. It's just, this was not for me, but they have some really interesting potential, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see what we've got going on in the future. And so there's that. So that was Note of Terra, Grounded. And it was okay, I guess. It had some things to like, a lot to not really like. But we will certainly check it out. I will check out more stuff from them in the future. Okay. So, I don't think we've listened to a Forever Free Brony song in a while, but this one has people I don't know. Whirldwind.
Really? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that typo.
Yeah.
Whoever this guy is.
Brand new. First time ever being in anything ever, as far as I understand. So this is Whirldwind. I've heard of CyrilTheWolf, and but that's the only one. Well, Whirlwind.
Okay, so I know Metajoker. I know CyrilTheWolf. I know Forever Free Brony. I think I heard some of
Memjo123, I guess.
No. It's probably Memj0123. Memj. Okay, let's say Memj. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I will pronounce that as Memj for now, at least, until we figure out the better pronunciation, or until we will be corrected by this person, whoever they are. By the wind. By the wind. By the wind.
Oh, shit.
You came here run.
Oh! We're doing this one next. It's short, it's sweet, and it's almost 11:30 for you, which would be 3 hours for us. But anyway, so let's check out these two, and then I think we're good for this streamerino.
Yeah.
Because yeah, okay. Maybe. Anyway, for now, let's check out this Forever Free Brony by the Wind, featuring these people. Okay.
By the wind.
All right, let's check it out.
Hold on for a second. Metajoker not doing the piano. I expected Metajoker to do vocals, honestly.
Oh,
okay. I mean, that's fine. I'm just surprised to. Okay, whatever.
Who's the artist? Oh, on Instagram. Sorry, I don't have an Instagram. I have an Instagram, but I never fucking... Yes! I was trying to put my finger on it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
What?
It's a Marty Robbins song. This is old, so it should be in the public domain. Okay. Big iron on his hip. It's similar. It's kind of like whatever. It uses basically just a similar cadence. It's not. There's nothing to it that is similar to it, other than just the cadence of the strumming.
Okay.
That seems to be it. But yes, I did get Big Iron vibes from that. Anyway. Whoop. I want to say Big Iron. Wait, oh my god, now I have to check. I'm pretty sure it's public domain. I'm pretty sure this song came out in like a billion years ago. It was like it's like a trillion years old.
I'm sure we're getting copyrights for the songs from the 60s.
Really? So. Okay, that was 1960. Recorded April 1959. I thought 60s stuff Public
At least I
domain.
think so.
Creative
I mean,
materials,
we're talking about Soviet music here, so the Soviet music was copyrighted probably. I mean, like it is copyrighted now for some weird reason, some of that stuff. So I'm not sure if it's the same thing in the United States.
When
Because like we are digitizing tapes and we upload all the music to YouTube to check for copyrights, and sometimes we get a very surprising copyrights. For stuff that is not supposed to be copyrighted, but apparently it is. Because sometimes we get obvious results, like obviously some artists will be copyrighted because of how popular they are. And some other stuff is, if it's copyrighted, we are quite surprised because we usually do not expect it to be copyrighted.
Okay, so it's not what I thought it was. Apparently.
Oh, we're getting banned. Garga checked that song on eProofs, and it says monetization will be prohibited or blocked in some countries. So stream gets blocked. We're getting nuked.
It's not.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Okay, so let's check this out. Forever for Burning. Go, 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 go.
Over the blue, the invisible current flows. A wave that can't be seen. And we are driven away to somewhere nobody knows. Away from everything, and we are fearful for both our lives. We may just not survive within this breeze. Within this breeze.
My bad. Blocked plus reported plus ratio plus L plus sussed.
Cross the water by the wind we go. Still the final stop remains unknown. If we could sail through the ocean now with something fate might let us float. And as we let us know. Out of the way, then civilization low.
This is really fucking good. all of the individual instruments are coming through clearly. It's a nice, fast-paced, interesting composition. The vocals are delivered with confidence, and they're just accurate as well. I like the visualization right behind the waves here. That's pretty interesting. And it's just, even the lyrics on the screen, just, this is all coming together to be really quite nice. This is neat.
It seems we've gone too far. I could look from the cloud, but I'll never leave you alone. For when the tide hits hard and we are fearful from both our lives, we may just not survive. So many scars, so many scars.
And these vocalists harmonize pretty well. Not harmonize, I guess. Just like fit together well. Yeah, I don't know what the word is right now, but they... I don't know. We'll keep it playing for now.
Still the final stop remains unknown. If we could sail through the ocean now with something fate might let us float. And as we
I'm super sad because, like, if you listen really, really closely, you can hear that the bass guitar is back there doing its thing. not unlike like a Bloodlast thing that we've been listening to, but it seems so very drowned out. It's so quiet compared to everything else, which is quite disappointing. That's one thing that's not really coming through. But anyway. BTW. True, by the wind. That's pretty fucking brilliant. I like that a lot. That was really good. The only thing that I guess nitpicky, is the bass guitar.
I just realized I was muted this whole fucking time.
Oh,
I muted myself.
Oh shit. Okay. So, what are your thoughts?
This is not the first time I'm complaining about this. And it's just killing me. It's just murdering my ears. I cannot take this anymore. The amount of de-esser not used on vocals is killing me. These hissing sounds are just piercing my ears. And I'm bleeding internally every time I hear that. It's a great composition and great vocals. But those hissing sounds are just, like blades on my ears. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is not the first time I hear it from Forever Brony.
Yeah.
Sometimes he mixes the vocals differently, and it's not as like prominent and irritating in the mix. But sometimes it's just that, and it's just killing me. I don't know.
He really does have a tendency to let the upper frequencies get away from him, while also kind of ignoring the lower frequencies. I think that bass guitar really should have been popping out because it did so much. Like you can hear if you listen super closely, but it's so mega overshadowed by everything else. There's a couple of parts in it where it's just like, oh, there's the bass guitar doing its thing. But for the most part, it seems so hidden.
The bass guitar is probably on its right place in here because the bass guitar is not played by someone else in this collab, because like with so many folks involved in a collab song, you have to underline everyone so everyone gets heard. So like you can hear the drums, you can hear the vocals, you can hear the piano, you can hear the guitar, you can hear like practically everything and everyone in this particular mix. When it comes to bass guitar, like no one else aside from them is playing the bass guitar, so it's not it's not supposed to be as prominent as other instruments, right?
Not typically,
the bass
no.
guitar
But
here.
that's a criticism that I have a lot of music is that they hide the bass guitar.
Can you rewind to the beginning where they showed the lineup? Because oh wait, I forgot about CyrilTheWolf who played the bass.
Yeah.
I mean, I just really felt like that someone played the bass and they did not mention them, and like, okay, I take my words back. But still, like, I feel like the bass is not supposed to be that prominent and that audible in this particular mix, because otherwise it would be overpowering the rest of the instruments. And this instrumentation is like the whole arrangement feels fragile to me, so you have to be extremely careful with the balance of all the instruments and all the vocals in this particular song and all the mix.
Wow, you have reviewed the whole devil himself. We're surprised and grateful for that. Thank you guys for reviewing different bands, giving musicians some extra motivation to keep rocking. Oh, of course. It was a really, really good album. And I highly, highly encourage you guys to go check it out and listen to it on your own time without commentary. unless Sergei Chuduk is, unless that is one of the Bloodlast guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's one of them.
Well, go check out your own album. But yeah, I appreciate that. So anyway, you were saying about this. I'm sorry.
This whole mix, the arrangement and the instrumentation, it justifies the way the bass guitar is mixed here. Like,
I think that even down to the
so.
bass tone, I think that is a weakness. I think that Forever Free Brony has, kind of like how he lets the upper frequencies get away from him sometimes. I think that he just kind of makes the bass guitar all lower end frequencies and makes it kind of boom, 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 instead of having a lot of character to it. That's one of the weaknesses, I think.
Okay. I mean, like, for the most part, his mixes are very comprehensible and like very soft, mild, and balanced.
Yeah.
They are comfortable to listen to. That's the most important part I find in his mixes.
Right. I don't think he's making a mistake. I think that it's deliberate. I think that's just the way he likes to do it. I think that's an artistic choice for sure. And I'm just pointing out that doesn't conform necessarily to my taste. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, my only complaint about this one is the amount of the de-esser not used on the vocals.
Right.
This is...
Well, all right then. But it was good. Brilliant, though. I mean, I really liked the composition, the way the vocals are mixed in. Just the whole thing is really brilliant. It was really, really good. Particularly good, even for Forever Free Brony, I think.
I have literally no other complaints.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And
Alrighty.
yes, for a second I thought it would be like a cover or something similar, or maybe a reference to like that famous song that goes like the wind, you came here running. You know that one? So like by the wind, like the wind, or something similar.
I'm vaguely familiar with it. It rings a bell, but I don't know what you're talking about directly.
If you guess the artists, well, can you guess the artist?
Can I guess the artist?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
That's sad. No one can.
Okay. So that was
That's
By
the
the
problem.
Wind. I am interested to hear Let It Rage from Stealing Shades.
Let it rage, let it rage, let it rage.
Oh, it's an Agrasutko song. I think we talked about last stream, Agrasutko.
Did we? Because I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it a little bit. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly. But I don't remember why we were even talking about it. But it's a metal cartoon anime type of thing.
Okay.
Made by the same people that made Hello Kitty, and it's interesting. It kind of lost its luster after the first season for me, and I don't watch it anymore. But it was fun. It was fun. The episodes are really short. They're only like 10 minutes long, if I remember correctly. But anyway, Stealing Shades, Let It Rage. Let's check it out. Featuring Black and Blue. Go.
Hey, you're living a lie. Give in to your other side and scream till your lungs give out. Don't just sit in your own self-doubt. The boss man brings you down every day. Sitting at a desk and crunching away. We found out we're going nowhere. Hey, your judgment's blind. Sucking it up with another guy. Just rage and let your anger out. Can't hear it when you're living loud. Society wants to chain you down. Working late nights all year round. We found out we're going nowhere.
Now, when he says a classic punk rock track or punk track, like this it's almost a parody of punk itself. He's hit all of the tropes in classic punk rock. So, I mean, I'm on it. Like I think it's cool. I grew up on punk rock, so this is definitely speaking to me.
I have problems with these vocals and the vocals mixing.
Okay.
I
Stealing
feel like
Blue
the main
and Black
vocals.
and Shades.
I feel like the main vocals in the center, they are too narrow, if you can say so. It feels like they are just straight up in the center, and they are not wide enough to occupy the whole space in the center of the mix.
Maybe I missed the anime track. I understand what you're saying. I think he was making room for those I think that's
those
why
whoa-who's still they still have enough space, in my opinion, because like the rest of the instrument is kind of minimalistic, with the guitars, bass, and drums doing pretty simple stuff. So it's not very busy, not very occupied with like technical whatever. It's punk rock. It's straightforward and simple for the most part. So I feel like the vocals still have enough space, and that space was not used to like the full capabilities of the mix.
Okay.
And also those like it sounded a little bit like soft and weak to me, but like it's okay, but like they sound a little bit lazy.
And I don't think not even just the whoa-who's. I think all of the vocals. Here especially, I don't know if Stealing Shades can do an ultra aggressive delivery. I don't think I've ever heard him do that before. He always kind of does this very soft kind of pop punk sound, and this track is very aggressive, very aggressively classic punk, and so but he's delivering the vocals very excuse me, proficiently. There's no aggression, there's no raspiness to it. It's very like all the other songs that he does. Yes.
I mean, what if it's done on purpose? Like if it's a song about like Let It Rage, is it about a character that is usually not in rage? No?
It's a song. It's a song about a character that like keeps to herself until she goes into the karaoke, and then she's like all that shit. So I mean, maybe. I don't think so, though. I don't think that this is. I think that this is the limit of Stealing Shades' capabilities when it comes to delivering aggressive vocals.
I think I've heard him doing more aggressive vocals in the past.
I don't know.
I might be wrong, but like I cannot name the track where I've heard him doing more aggressive on more like confident aggressive vocals delivery. But I'm pretty sure he did some in the past.
Okay. Well, it's possible. I just don't remember. Let's keep her going. We got a minute left. And there's Black and Blue. It sounded.
That sounded so, I don't know, so silly. Like when you have that punk rock tone that is not the death metal high gain like amplifier. It is not just high gain. The sweep sounds so silly.
It's like
the notes are not connected to each other, and you can hear like it's like playing an arpeggio that is just like pizzicato or something. They are not it's not sweeping. It's just like.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool as fuck.
It's cool, but don't get me wrong. It's cool. I just find it silly to hear sweeps performed like on. Not on a high gain amp. This is silly, honestly.
It's interesting, and cool. A little silly, but I think it's fucking awesome. I thought it was really, really cool. Hello, how are you? Max Scratch, we haven't seen you in chat in a really long time. I'm doing well. We're just about to leave, though.
Бывало и похуже, если честно. Так что, в принципе, терпимо. Жить будем, вот. Пока живем. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know how to say it.
Just don't.
Meme.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
All right, so let's keep it going.
Disarray, we found out we're going nowhere. Decay, day by day, break your chains and let it rage. We decay, day by day, break your chains and let it rage. We decay, day by day, break your chains and let it rage.
See, right here, if the whole, not the whole song, but like if it was more akin to this, a little bit more aggressive, I think that it would have really, really popped off a lot better. But so clearly he's capable of doing way more aggressive stuff, but he just didn't. Yeah. And it was actually really good too.
I mean, probably, like maybe, possibly, that was the intention, to keep it contained for the most part of the song and to develop it like through the guitar solo, through another chorus, and up to the end where it just explodes vocally, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that was the intention.
Oh yeah, look, I forgot Stealing Shades is a protogen now. Fucking traitor.
What? What?
He's
what?
He's not a pony anymore. He's a protogen.
What?
A protogen? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Protogen.
Short song.
These things.
Furry?
Yeah, no, it's like a specific type of like whatever you fucking call it. It's not a closed species.
Cyberpunk furry? Damn it.
Yeah, I mean it's not like really based on anything. It's kind of like a cyberpunk / fucking oh god, what do you call it? Animatronic or yeah, okay, yes.
Cyberpunk furry. That's the explanation I'm okay with.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into detail with I like identifying different breeds of furries, so, or not furries. I might be mistaken on that one. I'm just clueless when it comes to like distinguishing furries from each other.
Yeah, I don't know if the protogen thingamajig. Yeah, but see, yeah, here his profile picture. He's a protogen now.
Okay.
Which is, you know. Anyway,
Cyberpunk.
Short song, long review. I guess so. I just like talking about Stealing Shades, maybe, okay? He does gaming review, or not gaming reviews. He does gaming streams, which is fun.
Techno furries? Well,
Techno
technically. Yeah. That sounds about right.
So that was good. He did give you good vocals, and you were right when you said that he was doing that on purpose and that it was totally an artistic choice. And I just didn't believe you, and I've been proven to be dumb and wrong. Mechanical anthropomorphic animals. But very specific. It's not just like any simp. Your mom. I simp for only your mom. Okay. So we did quite a bit. We're at 3 hours and some change. I got to be in the car in 13 minutes to go get my kid from school. So we will see you all next week. Hopefully.
If YouTube does not get, like, if YouTube won't get blocked in here or like anywhere in here, and well, I can honestly live without YouTube because like I watch the streams on Discord. I just won't be able to participate in chat on YouTube and moderate and all that.
I think
practically.
I think because it streams from YouTube itself, I don't know if it would. Well, no, we've already shown that embeds work on Discord even if the site is blocked. So perhaps.
Okay.
Also, if not, we'll figure something out.
Also, honestly, if eProofs does not work on our end, and it works on Gargod's end, I want to ask Gargod to check all the submissions that we get, and if they don't meet the requirements of eProofs, he can mark them with like cross reaction and copyright and all that, just so I could remove them manually.
Okay.
Because like I cannot check the like eProofs anymore, but he can.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. We love you, Gargod. You do a lot. So, yeah, that's about it. We will see you next week. Bye.